I didn't record any of that. Oh no. One more time. And a 1 and a 2 and a... Welcome to Dear Teen Diary. I am Greta. This is my fabulous office, and we are finally going to jump into the 9th grade diary. Quick little side note, I have an external entry from a different blank book. My girlfriend Katie had given me a Harry Potter book. I thought she was just giving it to me, and then after I'd already written an entry in it, she told me that she wanted us to write letters to each other and give it back and forth. And I was like, oh shit, I already wrote an entry in it and it's about you. So I tore it out and I went out and I got a new blank book. This one has little folders with some memorabilia in them, and that's where I tacked this. So this is actually the first entry of 9th grade. This diary is dated November 23rd, 2001. That's when I wrote the first entry in the book. So this is probably mid-November 2001. Dear Diary, this is Greta. I'm 15 and in 9th grade. You'll learn more about me later. I heart you, Katie. Smiley face. Yes, I love another girl. The problem is, I'm not sure I do. ... Don't get me wrong. It's just I think she likes her boyfriend more than me. And I never get to talk to her anymore. Neither her or my parents know. So we can still have sleepovers. Parenthetical kinky. But we hardly do because she lives all the way over in Stillwater. And she's never spent the night at my house, which is the only place she'll ever kiss me at. Besides, I wouldn't really do much beyond that because, 1, Katie's not ready for things like that, and 2, neither am I. We don't go to the same school either, so I can't go to normal dances with my Katie. But I'm for sure taking her to a semi-formal dance. I know Snow Days is semi-formal, and it's in February, but I think the Holidays dance might be semi too. I know the Holidays is sooner though, and I think I might have to tell my parents about me and Katie, but then they'll know I'm bisexual. They'll never let me have sleepovers again. But it's not like I'm going to do stuff with girls I'm not dating, because if I just want female flesh, I can just go look in a mirror. But she'll never let Katie and I have a sleepover. What should I do? Where to re-begin? Our school had this rule that if it was a casual dance being held, you could only bring other students from your school district. So I couldn't bring her to ones like Sadie Hawkins, but I could bring her to one of, I think, 3 or 4 semi-formal dances. So homecoming had already happened, and she and I were not together yet. I already showed you the awesome picture of me and little Ben at homecoming in the last video, but I'm going to show it again here. Boop. What should I do? Go down into the comments and give me advice. Give it to 9th grade Greta on what she should do. She wants to take her girlfriend to a semi-formal dance, but at that point it will be pretty damn obvious to her parents that she's bisexual. So does she come out to them now? Does she, time travel? Ninjas? You tell me in the comments below. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the story of how Katie and I got together. So I was over at her house. We were going to have a sleepover. We were in the process of having a sleepover. We had been in her hot tub. She lived in a fancy little McMansion because her dad owned some successful pizza franchises. And she kept sort of bringing up the fact that I was bi and asking some questions about it. And then we were she was like, let's go for a walk around the neighborhood. And she was going on about how she thought, maybe she was bisexual. And what did I think? And everyone at this point in time was like, gay people turn people gay. They're recruiting. So I'm trying to play it really cool because she's very cute. This is an incredibly attractive, equally dorky and spazzy girl that is gorgeous and my best friend at this point. Because Krista, went off to hang out with her Christian friends and stuff. And I mentioned in the last video that Ben and Krista went to the same church, but Katie also went to that same church. That's how they all know each other. Katie sort of went back and forth on exactly how Christian she was or was not. Back to the story. We had this whole discussion about her thinking maybe she was bisexual and kind of implying that she liked me, but I was terrified because when you have a crush on someone and you're this young, you're like, there's no way they like me. Do they like me? Oh my God, mixed signals, even when it's blatantly obvious that they do. You're trying to play it really safe because the last thing you want to do is get super hurt and wounded and be like, You know, plus things like Tom R. and Brandon M. can happen. Real quick here, we need to do some updating to this love list. People I have said I love. Honorable mentions, though. I did date Chris P., so I'll put like a little star next to his name since I dated him, but I didn't ever drop the L word. I probably at some point said that I was like in love with Brandon M. because I was obsessed with him, but I have no proof of that, nor do I have a solid memory of that. So we'll also honorable mention Brandon. Oh, you know, I did want to date Brandon L. So we'll do Brandon L followed by Brandon M. I should have put Brandon L before Chris P. Then we should technically also put, Tom R. Even though we only dated for a day. I have said that I love Katie K. Boom. Updated. So, finishing up the story about Katie. After the walk, we ended up going back to her house. We got ready for bed, pajamaed and everything. We got in bed. We decided to do a test to see how she felt about me. And so we decided that we should kiss. Laying there, facing each other. Leaning. Your eyes are kind of closed, but you're like opening them. Oh, how far away are you? A little closer. How far away are you now? Feel her breath. And you're like, and her lips were so soft. Oh, Katie had very nice lips. I have little, tiny, thin turtle lips. And she had nice, plump, soft goddess lips. And then we were girlfriends. Poof, like that. Because as soon as you kiss someone, back then, it was like, so are we dating now? Sure. Anywho, thank you for joining me for this episode of Dear Teen Diary. I'm going to go ahead and put a link up to the last video I did up there. And I'm going to go ahead and have the link to the next video down there. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and burp. La 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 la. Boop.